Axetale. Anyone who had experience with this O of Undertale knows that it is an original and well-written concept, and I think he is also aware that this O is slowly dying. Before starting with the video, I want to tell you how I discovered this AU and how I fell in love with it. It's January 2021. I hadn't opened the channel yet, but I was an Undertale nerd, consuming an unhealthy amount of videos related to this game. Living in Italy, some things like video animations and comics weren't available in Italian. However, one channel, a channel that did voice dubbing called Wacko Furball 6, made voiceover videos of Undertale. Their most popular dubs are Underverse, GZ Tale and Sooner or Later. The Zizzo of that time. He literally drugged himself with Undertale. But one day his eyes happened upon a not too old video of that channel. This is the video. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this is how Zizzo discovered Axetale.
Andiamo, Sans. Cerca di mettere la testa a posto. Questo vecchio rotame è morto anni fa. È solo la fame. Non c'è nessuno qui a parte te. Ancora tu? Ma poi come hai fatto a entrare qua giù? Sai, stai iniziando a darmi fastidio. Non so come hai fatto ad entrare, ma di certo so come uscirai.
Sans.
Cosa?
Sans.
I think all of us have read that comic at least once. Sans talks to Frisk and Eliza and then ends with Sans going to give Eliza magic lessons. However, that ending was not enough for me. I still had too many questions. Who is this Eliza? If Frisk died, how did it happen? Why did Sans look like a criminal? There was another dub on Wacko's channel, always on Axetale, or the comic entitled, Be My Valentine.
Non farlo.
Sei proprio formaggiosa.
Sans.
Qual è il problema, dolcezza?
Ti prego, smettila.
Sta diventando blu.
Sans, no!
Sans sì.
Oh, non importa. Dimentica quello che ti ho chiesto.
Dai, non fare così, Frisky. Scusami, lo sai che a volte posso essere un po' scemotto.
Risponderai alla mia domanda.
Certo.
After that, I decided to look for this AU on YouTube, and the first video I watched was a Megalovania of Axetale. Then I found the Axetale wiki, which sadly no longer exists today. I read everything and spent an hour reading that wiki. After that hour I understood the plot and the basis of Axetale. At that moment I could have left it there, gone to my friend Sirio the next day, and said something like, I found this AU from Undertale is about an underground where everyone has gone crazy, a nice storyline. Instead there was something about that AU that attracted me. Even today I don't know what it was about. But the best theory is that in that story, no matter how hard I tried to find a good ending, I couldn't think of anything rational or pertinent. Even the awareness that in Axetale's past everything was better and that it is now like this and nothing was recoverable, brought back sensations that reminded me of things that had nothing to do with Axetale or Undertale in general. From that day on, I informed myself more and more about that universe, discovering new anecdotes every day, and I was happy. A year later I started writing an Axetale fan fiction on Wattpad, which I will start writing again in a few days. I thought of creating a channel dedicated to Undertale and so on, and that's how Zizzo Productions 56 was born. The point is, that if our sacred and revered Banana Frappe hadn't created this AU, I wouldn't be here editing this video. And so let's go back to the beginning. Why is Axetale dying? Well, it's complex. There have been many coups of various kinds at the AU over the last 3 years. For example, by Fran's haters, from those cringe people who make weird OCs, self-insert stories and more. At least this is what I think. The first blow was the closure of the wiki because people kept insulting the creator and editing her work. The second blow was 2 years later, which happened quite recently. the closure of the Axetale Discord server, for unknown reasons. And finally 2 months ago the author of Axetale wrote on the official Tumblr that she will close the question section because she is no longer active in the UT fandom, adding that she could come back, as she couldn't and that it was a nice run. If we add the fact that many people who contributed to Axetale have stopped making their contributions, we get a fandom that is collapsing without anyone realizing it. For example, Master Maestro, who created many Axetale soundtracks, is gone, as well as Osquo Wasson and NYU Cat. And we are only talking about the people who created music. So if the O is dying, what can we do about it? We may not give up. Keep creating content to keep the core of the fandom active. Don't care about the haters and do whatever it takes to keep Axetale alive. This is Zizzo and I begin the operation, Save Axetale.